1. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to twitch.tv/VitsPatel. I'm Johan VitsPatel, and we are here for another episode of Dungeons & Dragons with the Ethnic Squares. We are joined by some of my favorite people on this or any other planet. First up, we have our wizard, Kamehale, but you know him as Kamehale H. How's it going, my guy?
Uranus. Planets.
Wow.
I'm good.
Wow. That's where we're at, everyone. That's where we're at today.
There we go.
Too late for me. Save yourselves.
Oh. And our wonderful tiefling, Neo Ricken, but you know her as Erica. How are you?
I am happy to be here. How are you?
That's the main thing. I am doing awesome. All the better for seeing you all. And we have the one they called the Lanyard Lawyer, the Toilet Assassin. Rahula Hoops!
What up?
Get flushed.
Get flushed. How are you all doing?
We are doing good.
Can I just say, the Lanyard Lawyer is probably one of the best things I've heard this week.
It really is. It's fantastic. I love it.
Yeah, it was a good day when we came up with that one.
Yeah. I think we had the whole thing of like crazy. You know how like, you have like crazy cat lady, and I'd be like crazy lanyard man.
That's it.
We'll have to share lanyards someday. I have a bunch too.
Ooh,
Nice.
exciting.
Who does not share? Just like Joey. No share.
Hoops
Reminds
doesn't
me
share
of the
lanyards.
American Lanyard advert from Comedy Button years ago. Just Brian O'Tanya going, American Lanyards. It was so much fun. What up, Castle Winks? How are you, my guy? We will be joined by our tribesmen in a minute or two. And obviously we had the amazing Robin GL join us last week. He's going to be taking a week off this week, but it's not because he didn't like it. He had a great time. He says, so he will be back at some point. So why don't we get this show on the road with today's episode of Dungeons and Dragons. Now, there is a theme tune coming, chat gang, but it's work in progress. And as always, we'll start with previously on Dungeons and Dragons. So, with Iona Ravenoak taking her leave, the Ethnic Squares took some time to reflect, enjoying a few bottles of Tall Lady Ale and bonding as a party. As if by divine intervention, the broken symbol of Serenray fell out of one of the party's many bags, only to be recovered by the elven ranger, Pavato. Recognized the symbol in its nature, Pavato returned the item to the party and formally introduced himself, offering his assistance with their noble quest. And that was a fun old exchange, wasn't it? Can you give me 2 seconds? Here we go. So, looking to raise...
I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. Castle Winks loved the pet rat that popped up last week. We got pet rats falling out of our pockets. We've got that many pet rats going on. So, looking to raise their spirits along with the volume of their coin in their possession, the party tried their hand at the attractions at the festival. Prizes and gold were won at the Trebuchet and Titan's grass stands. However, their luck ran out at Vandra's favor. Wise heads prevailed, and the party used what coin they had left to shop for supplies and for much-needed potions of healing. Yes, don't forget to feed your pet rats. So, the following morning, they left the city of Singorn and took the road that would lead them to the Storm Point Mountains. A few hours outside the city limits, our brave band of adventurers found themselves under attack by a pack of goblins. With Pavato's keen eye, he saw that these were no ordinary goblins. With their reasoning replaced by madness, by a brew known as Skullfire, these goblins were extremely dangerous. They quickly overwhelmed Badra and Pavato with a stabbing frenzy attack. Both were on the verge of death, saved only by their friends. With many of their potions spent, they considered their next move and the dangers that lay ahead. Yes, Kessel, they are safely stowed away in their bags before and after every single battle. The pet rats are fine. Although, question for the party, did Iona keep hers, or did she entrust them with you?
Oh, I think she kept hers.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. Now, we begin with episode 14. Mr. Mac,
Question.
Time Cop is here.
Yay, Mr. Man.
Time cop. Jesus, I've missed something.
So he's always go for it.
Question for the DM: did we have a long rest or a short rest at any point after the battle?
You have not. So we are picking up right after the battle.
Oh, okay. I'm on 1 hit point.
But we'll get to that.
For everyone to know.
Yes.
Just like
so
Pokemon White, where
Mr.
you
Mac
can hit
92 is our time cop, and there's never enough time. I'm sure we'll have to watch that movie again sometime. John Claude Van Damme classic. Speaking of classics, we have Al the Predator Tribesman with us. How are you, my guy?
Ooh, that was a nice
How's it
segue.
going, friends?
Smooth
What up?
segues in the house.
Sorry for being late.
No, don't you
everyone
worry.
was
We're,
late
we're
today.
all running
Glad
late.
you're here.
Yeah. Clocks have changed for some people, not for others. Some people, like myself, had let the day go past them. We're too busy writing, and I was like, "Oh crap, the show's about to start." But it's all good. So
You'd be
just bring
surprised.
up to speed. We've just done the recap, and we're about to kick off with episode 14 of Dungeons and Dragons. Cool beans.
Hey.
Mr. Mac was refreshing. Castle Wings was refreshing at 7, thinking something's wrong. It's all good. So, with Badra and Pavato taking a moment to recover from their wounds, the rest of the party looks to take stock of their situation. Neo, Kane, Stanley, you go through your supplies to assess how many supplies you have left. Spoiled sentence, but oh well. You then take a moment to consider what future dangers may lie in store on the pass to the Stormpoint Mountains. So, how are you looking as a party at the moment?
Well, I'm on 1 out of 49 health, which is not ideal.
Tim miraculously is untouched, unscathed.
Me too.
Cool. So, what would you like to do? Would you like to pop any potions? Would you like to take a long rest? What's the deal?
I would like to pop a greater healing potion, just one, I think. Which
You can do
I
that.
believe we have 2 remaining.
I
So
yeah,
that's
I
gonna
still
leave
have
us with
one.
Okay. Oh, Robin. Did Robin have one? I can't remember.
So everybody, I believe everybody had a greater and a lesser on them.
Yeah. So we've got
regular one.
4 people with regular. I've already used my regular one, and then I've got 3 people as having used their greater healing potions, which are me, Robin, or Pavato, and Kame. So I believe Erica and Stanley. I keep mixing up D&D names and real names now. But yeah. Stanley and Neo
It's all good.
should have greater healing potions.
Okay, fine. So 4d4 plus 4 for those taking healing potions of greater,
Okay.
and 2d4 plus 4 for those taking a regular healing potion.
No, I'm gonna take 1 greater. Got 4, 3.
Castle Wings with a HPK half party kill.
Was it 4? It was 3d4 plus 4 for greater
Sure.
healing, right?
44
All right.
plus 4. I thought it was
Yes.
44.
All right.
4d4 plus 4.
Yeah, 44.
Oh,
Minus
4d4
1,
plus
that's
4.
quick maths.
You're getting your money's worth at the 100 gold.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. So I got 3, 4, 4, 1. So that is. Oh, God.
12 and 16 total.
12, 16. Okay, nice.
Nice.
16 health.
Cool. So at this point, do you take a rest or anything, or are you good in terms of do you need to dispatch someone to go back to Singon to get you some more potions, etc.? What do you need to do? Because I will say, as your DM, you are about to head into the mountains, and
Yes, we
there's
are.
not too many shops to be buying stuff up there.
Yeah, we should probably go back to Stinghorn then.
Okay,
Because
you
we
don't
have-
all need to go. So what you can do, you can dispatch Pavato, and
Okay.
you can send him some gold, give him an order.
Oh, that worked out well. I like it.
Good idea.
I mean, one of you can go as well.
No. I think
That's completely up to
makes
you.
that makes sense. I think
New
Pavato,
guy.
being an elf as well, I feel like
Okay,
he's quite speedy.
That's kind of fucked up rule.
You are making
don't know.
some racial
Well, it's gonna be faster than
assumptions
me.
there, my friend.
Well, I'm like the giant, like fucking. non-stealthy.
The
I've seen
giant
some-
bigot is what you are.
Oh,
Damn.
I'm sorry. I
I've
love
seen
you.
some bus drivers that can, beautifully decorate cakes, even though they've got big hands.
Moving on. So, what would you like Pavato to
oh
order?
my gosh.
Right. Well,
How much gold do you have?
we have 668 gold.
Okay,
668 gold
Oh.
later.
that's it.
I
So we
mean-
have regular healing potions at 50 gold pieces and greater healing potions at 100.
So maybe we send him to get like 4 graders since we still have a good bit of the regulars. And we
Yeah,
restock
I'm good with
our
that.
graders. Send him off with 400 gold to get
Yeah?
Yeah, I think that
Okay.
sounds like a good idea.
Cool. Yep. Agreed.
Okay, so Kame, I believe you've got some parchment on you, haven't you? And a quill. So you write this down for Pavato. Not that he can't remember, but just to be sure.
Okay,
And
sure.
Rahul, Badra gives him the coin that's required.
Yeah.
So if you can take that off your inventory, that would be fantastic.
Maybe.
Wait, what am I writing down?
Yeah,
4 greater healing potions.
cool. So Pavato
4
speeds
grades of
away
healing
and he's...
potions.
Oh, so I was
Nailed
just
it.
saying that you wrote down the order that you need Pavato to get for you, kind of thing. And Badra is taking off the gold from your collective purses, as it were.
It'd be really funny if he just goes missing now.
I mean, who knows? We are going to roll for that. I'm joking. Will Pavato get robbed? Find out next time when the next episode of Dungeons and Dragons. No, but it's all good. So Pavato says that obviously he'll be as quick as he can, and he will look to join you in a few days. Okay, then. So with Badra, you've been healed some. Everybody else, are you good in terms of health and what you want to do?
I'm good.
I'm feeling alright, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good stuff. So, with your decisions made, you decide to press on into the Storm Point Mountains. The road cutting through the rising plains gives way to a single path that leads to the south. The peaks are steep and shrouded in low-sitting clouds and fog for most of the year. The perpetual rain doesn't make your journey any easier. Kane, can I ask you to make an investigation check, please?
You can indeed.
First roll of the game.
15 plus 3 is 18.
Al, thank you so much for the resub. Love you, buddy.
My pleasure, buddy.
18. No?
Great stuff. So, while this region of Tal'Dorei doesn't receive a high amount of visitors, you do see the telltale signs that some creatures have passed through the mountains recently. There are some marks carved into the rock face as waypoints, some with directions, others with words of warning. Mr. Stanley, can you make a history check, please?
So 12, what's the modifier I should be looking at for? I got a 12, I just don't know what my modifier is.
So history is... Just give me 2 seconds. Oh. That's fine. We can look that up.
Intelligence, I
Just give me
think.
2 seconds for me to bring up your character sheet while we pad for time by singing this song. Now, why aren't you working? Is D&D gone down? It's okay. It's loading now. That's fine. Now, why is it saying I don't have any internet? That's no good.
Yeah, you're on a delay, but
Did you guys still hear me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stand by. Bookmarks.
Oh,
So, your history is... Okay, that's fine. What's one of my streams without technical issues? That's all good. Fine. Can you hear me, yes or no?
Yeah, we can
Yes.
hear you.
it just takes a while for you to hear us.
Yeah? Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
So,
It seems like he's caught up. Then.
That's fine. I'm just trying to bring up your... So, let's say it's all good. So, you know from hearing stories told to you in your youth that the green dragon Raishan lair was situated in these parts. After the legendary beast was slain by Vox Machina, you know that the treasure hunters and the like sometimes ventured here in search for her abandoned lair and the treasures that are rumored to be.
What was the name of the dragon?
Yeah, you know, Raishan.
Okay, it was green.
I've got so many jokes in my head. I'm not gonna.
It was. It was.
In my head, I'm just thinking like
it was,
Shenron, Raishan, I was like Green Dragon Ball Z Dragon. That's what's in my head now.
I'm thinking of a very sassy dragon right now in my head. I'm Raishan, sassy dragon.
We know how we feel about sassy mascots, Camille. Don't get your hopes up.
Kessel knows Raishan the Deceiver. She was a manipulative so-and-so. Was taken down by the legendary party known as Vox Machina.
Knew she was sassy.
Yeah. So, in general, you know that there's been some traffic here in terms of footfall, not like a lot, and not in some time. So that's what you've gathered by rolling what you've done. So now we're going to go on a bit of a time skip. The next few days pass uneventfully, with only your morale being tested by the elements. The rain remains unrelenting, and the cold begins to cling to your very form, the higher up the peaks you travel. Camping by the mountainside is too tricky, and sleep isn't easily found. As you cycle through the party of those taking watch, as the rest of you rest, it's a frustrating ordeal. And we'll say that in this time, Pavato has made it back to you with your potions, and everything was fine. He did not get robbed, which is always good. And yes, so you have all those with you. So, the fog's impenetrable, but you do sense movement in the dark. Whether it's the shifting of the ice or snow of the peaks or the movement of creatures, it's hard to tell. On the 5th day of travel, you reach the summit of one of the peaks, and for the first time, you get a sense of your bearings. So, I believe you all have 10 days worth of rations on you in terms of food. So naturally we're live tracking this. So at the moment you've got around about 5 days of provisions left. Obviously you can pick some up, you can find some, you can buy some, but 10 is kind of the maximum you can carry within your stores and your supplies, that kind of thing. So just something to keep in mind. So on the 5th day of travel, you reach the summit of one of the peaks, and for the first time, you can get a sense of your bearings. It's bitterly cold, but you're above the clouds, and you can see the remaining peaks of the Storm Point mountain range. Nuo, would you be able to make an investigation check for me, please?
Yup.
Guess asking the important question: how much pet food did you bring?
My investigation. Sorry, my monitor's a little wonky today. Oh, there it is.
No, it's
I got
all
a
good.
10.
10, just enough. So, looking across the mountain range, you see the faintest sign of a structure at the top of the nearest peak. It's the tallest of the mountains in the region, but you have a feeling that is your final destination.
Ooh.
So, with the knowledge that you need to head to the highest peak of the mountain range, you press on with your journey. You do find a rope bridge with wooden slats serving as footholds. Taking a look to examine your map, you believe that this bridge would save about a day's travel, at the time it would take to descend this peak and start to ascend the next. Okay. Can I get one of you to make a perception check and another person to make an investigation check, please?
I've got +4 and advantage on perception, so I'm happy to roll that.
And I can do investigation because I have +5.
Okay.
Yeah, all good with that.
Right, I'm gonna roll perception now.
Yep.
All right. Well, I rolled a 16 +4.
And I got a
nice.
14 +5. So
Nice. Okay, so between the two of you, you test the strength of the bridge to see where it meets the peak on your side of things, and it seems sturdy enough. Like you go on and you do, Temple of Doom, look indie, strong wood, and you jump up and down a few times, and it's all good. However, you also sense that this bridge is very old, and question how well it's fared against the decay of time and the elements. So, ethnic squares, are you crossing this bridge?
What do we think, guys?
Well, apparently it's safe, guys.
I say we do, but that's just my vote.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
But
Yeah,
one at a
yeah,
time.
one at a time. That's good.
Okay, so you all venture one at a time, and this bridge is like spanning across mountains, right? So it's long. So you can't really go one at a time.
We do, though. Well, it doesn't matter. I'll meet you there in 3 days, guys.
There you go. I think by the time, say if one of you were to cross, then you'd find it difficult sending word back across the bridge to say, I made it.
Him sends his unseen servant with that person, and unseen servant comes all the way back to let us know.
Plus, we'd run out of rations, guys.
Yeah.
I came as used to fasting in Highbury, so it's fine.
There you go. However, there's always a catch with Mr. Million Money Butt. That's me. So here's what we're going to do. So the bridge is very old, and we're going to leave your fate up to the dice. So in my hand, I have a d20. Okay. We are going to roll it, and that will judge whether the bridge collapses or doesn't.
Oh, shit.
So,
Oh, God.
I've got to be honest, it's not good.
Who could have seen this coming after we perfectly rolled perception and investigation checks? Oh no!
Hey, I told you that the bridge was very old.
Oh,
So,
dear.
I
Just
need
begin
the
with
bridge. To be fair, we needed a 10 or more to succeed, and I rolled a 7. So, about halfway through, the bridge collapses, and you all begin to fall and crash into the snow.
Oh,
the next
no.
minute or so, you spend tumbling down the slope with no control. In the chaos, you all take 4d6 points of fall damage. So, 1, 6, 7, 8. 10 points of fall damage.
Oh.
And your supplies are also scattered across the piece. And by the time you gather them all up, you notice that you've lost 46 gold pieces worth of coin in the process.
I'm not liking this new season of Fall Guys.
Grow up, Kumail.
So 10 points of fall damage
Oh,
and 46
shut up, you
gold
simp.
pieces. All right, and so we'll say that obviously you collected all your stuff. The pet rats are fine.
Okay.
Okay,
to point
that's
out.
good. That's important.
Good.
There you go. You haven't lost any food. You just lost some monies, and you've taken a slight hit. So, cool. The skies seemingly grow darker as you start the ascent of the tallest peak. As you make your way higher and higher, you notice that there are fresh footprints in the snow. You deduce that several beings have made this ascent recently. Whether they are friend or foe, that remains to be seen. Ooh.
I feel like because our DM reminded us to go get more potions, they're probably foes. I'm going to throw that out there. Probably foes.
They're definitely
Really nice.
foes, yeah.
We don't like these people.
Or
They're bad.
has your DM had a galaxy brain moment and thought, right, well, there should be, or we are very lucky to have more people be interested in joining our little band of brigades. And could they already be inside the location, ready to meet and aid you?
You've been running side
Who
sessions,
knows?
dog?
Hey, we're writing theme songs, we're doing all sorts of stuff. It's all good. So, the climb up the last peak takes about a day, and examining your supplies, you have roughly 4 days of rations left to sustain you. You pass by several crumbling ruins belonging to long-forgotten structures. They provide some element of cover as you rest for the night. Tomorrow, you plan to reach the fortress and claim the symbol in the name of the Lady of the Everlight. So, you can all take a long rest, recover any health points that you might have
Thank
lost,
God.
Yeah.
and all the rest of it. See, Camille? I'm not that mean. I give you some fall damage, but then
Gold
I
back,
heal you
please.
immediately.
I need my 46 gold, Vince, somehow.
Well,
just
you
need
could have
my
decided
You
not to take the
know,
bridge.
you win some, you lose some.
well, that wasn't really a decision, was it? Let's be honest.
What do you
there.
mean? You made a
To
decision.
Take care of these
I
unhinged
no,
structures.
no. Okay, fine, you got me.
I like how you're trying to blame me for your party's decisions.
I wonder who led us there.
You can blame me, K-Man. It's okay.
That's right. You've got enough on your plate. I don't need to blame you. I'll just blame the DM. It's more fun that way.
Oh, absolutely.
You got enough when you play.
You're not wrong.
So, the next day, the rain has eased, but the sky remains dark as you make your way towards the summit. By the early afternoon, you see it, a large fortress reaching even higher into the sky than the peak of the mountain. From the looks of it, this looks to be a stronghold that has been recently restored to its former glory, with a series of new chambers added to the original design. It's truly a menacing sight to behold.
I didn't get it. What's
Okay,
so
I think I missed something.
Yeah,
So,
I've missed something
Kane,
as well.
Sorry, it's just my imagination. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm going to need you to share this with the class.
No, it's just I'm thinking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, looking up the castle, and I can see all the animation, all these like Japanese characters floating around the place, just with menacing on it.
Fair enough.
Is that what you see when you close your eyes, Camille? Just anime.
Menacing castle, and it's just like the menacing from JoJo.
I love
Like,
this so
whoa.
much.
Cool. So, is there anything you'd like to do at this point?
Can't go one at a time, can we?
Oh, I don't want to split up. Hell no, we're not splitting up now. What can we do?
Can I do a perception check to see if it's worth going inside?
It's worth going inside.
I
Like
don't
we
think
came
those-
all this way,
yeah, sure.
and we're just like, nah.
Never mind. Let's go back home.
Nah, man.
Roll the
Too
7,
menacing,
guys. Let's
roll.
go
It's
back
too
home.
menacing to go in there.
Can I roll an investigation check
Have a great day, Castle.
to see if we can
Bye,
learn
Castle.
anything about the stronghold? Like, for example, what would be the best way to maybe enter it? Or are we doing a Ghost of
Sure.
Tsushima, like walk through the front gate and just be like, "Come at me," or are we gonna do like a sneaky?
Make an investigation check if you want.
I rolled a 12 plus 3, but I've got advantage on that, so. And I rolled a 3 plus 3, so yeah, I got 15.
Okay, great. So, you see, there's only pretty much one entrance. With the way that this fortress is being like cobbled together with on the old ruins, on the bones of the old ruins, kind of thing, there is only kind of one main entrance. But there are no creatures in view, and as the entrance of the fortress isn't guarded, you imagine that the location of the castle atop the highest peak of the mountain range is protection enough. So, approaching the castle gates, you notice an onyx plaque with a message carved onto it.
Riddles.
Up and down, they are used to travel in flight, but never do they move an inch. What would you like to do, ethnic squares? For more questions of intrigue, tune in to the next episode of Vitspity, coming soon to twitch.tv/Vitspitel, #plug. Up and down, they're used to travel in flight, but never do they move an inch. What are we thinking, ethnic squares?
Thinking was never my strong point, to be fair.
The quips, then you're in the money.
Up and down, they're used to travel.
So there's no such thing as a lift in this world, is there?
Like an elevator?
Yeah.
Not so much. I mean, there's like in like the Forges of Craghammer, you'll find that there's like mechanized structures to kind of like move rock and all over the place. That kind of thing. But there's not like a lift or an elevator. But elevators move.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. This doesn't move an inch.
That's true.
Okay, what things do you use to travel in flight? Like, what does that even mean? Travel in flight? Like, are we talking like broomsticks? Like, what are we talking about here?
I mean, there are broomsticks in D&D.
Is
Vexalia
it
had a flying
stairs?
broomstick that
Is
she
it
stole from a...
stairs?
Oh,
Could be.
I like that. I like that.
Oh,
With the solution given, the heavy grates
Nice.
creep open
There it
into the castle.
GG's. Stanley
Yes,
the
so
big
you have
brain
a flight of
please.
stairs. So that's how the word flight was in that.
flight of stairs. See.
Very nice, very nice.
You know who can't
Well
use
done,
that
well
to
done.
travel flight? Mavis,
Oh,
because
Oh,
she needs that chair.
stand a stair
Got
lift.
it.
Got him. It's been a while since we've dunked on Mavis.
It's fun.
Ben,
It's fun
I
to
love
be able
you.
to do it again.
So, welcome, Ethnic Squares, to Castle Plundarr. Inside, you see it consists of several floors, each connected with a flight of stairs. See, the riddles are tying to what's in the next room. It has been designed to lead visitors down a route through the castle, but for the moment, you're glad to be out of the elements. Okay, are you ready to proceed, or do you need to prep anything?
before we go, let me cast
Like
hold
Mage
on.
Armor or something? Or
Yes, on my good friend came here.
Oh, thank you.
Psh.
Wait, what?
so-
What just happened?
So mage armor is a spell that essentially gives you magical or like a spiritual armor. So it increases your AC by, I want to say 2. It might be 3. I'm a bit fuzzy on what the details are.
Mage
But it's a
armor.
spell that
Let's
Nero
just
can
say
cast.
3. Let's just say
And it's
3.
chosen to.
Makes sense.
Its AC becomes 13 plus its dexterity modifier, which should be higher than your armor.
So what's your
class.
dex modifier, Camille?
My dex modifier is 2.
So it should be 15 now then.
Awesome.
Your armor
Is
class.
that from Zoolander?
14.
It's from
What?
Zoolander?
Okay, so your AC is now 15.
Cool. I'll take 15.
Doesn't work every time, Vits.
Yeah?
I missed the Zoolander.
No guessing a movie reference. That's never mind. The Coming to America thing.
Oh,
I think
when
we're losing Vids.
Kane went ba ba da ba 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 ba. I thought that's what the dad did.
Yeah, he's frozen.
But anybody else, would they like to prepare anything at this point?
I might as well stick a Crimson Riot on my glaive. You know, why not?
All right. That's it. That's what I was thinking of.
There you go.
Sure. Okay then. So,
Quite the delay is what's happening. I'm telling you guys.
following the only path open to you, you enter a hallway that ends with a locked
Hey,
door.
Vitz, how's
You
the weather
can-
Above
today?
the archway, you're presented with another riddle.
Yeah, it's
You can
pretty good,
swallow
isn't it?
me, and I can swallow you.
I'm gonna have a
And
conversation
Kame
with
has lost it.
Vitz. He's gonna hear this 10 minutes in the future and wondering what's going on. Wait for it.
He's listening to
no,
this right
no,
now.
no.
Yeah.
There.
No, 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 no.
Are we caught up again?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. All right, he's caught up again. Yay.
Sorry.
All right. It's okay. We just want to
okay.
make sure you're caught up again.
Yeah, that's fine. So, yeah. So you get to a hallway, end in a locked door. Above the archway, more riddles. You can swallow me, and I can swallow you. What is the answer?
Is it water?
It sure is. So, as you utter the word water, the barrier disappears and you make your way forward.
That was a power play.
It was.
I love
It
riddles.
was.
I
So-
was thinking some kind of fluid, just not water.
GG's, Badra. GG's.
Thanks.
And if you're playing along with India and Big Go, make sure to check that off your scorecard. Okay, so you enter a large room with a tapered ceiling and you see a hole where a beam of light shines through the center of an otherwise dark room. Lit up at the center is an endless stream of water falling from the ceiling and running into a drain in the floor. You also see there are two different sized pictures, one inscribed with 5 glyphs and the other with 3. Mr. Tribesman, do you see where this is going?
I see this going into like some kind of weird Japanese peep show joint.
That
I think I
wasn't
know
where
this is
I was going.
I know
but-
where this is going. This is going to be one of those maths problems where you have to like, I knew
Towards
it.
the door,
I
exiting
did
this room,
as a kid.
there's a pressure plate with the inscription. In order to continue with your quest, first you must pass this test. Provide 4 gallons of water in this room. A drop too much or too little will definitely spell doom. See, it rhymes good, huh? For movie fans out there, we are talking Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Yep.
All right. Well, we all know
So,
that
what are we
I only
doing?
saw the first Die Hard movie in December. So
Where can people find
Yes.
your thoughts on said movie?
And if you want to see my thoughts on that movie, you can go to the oupod.com and watch our review of the Die Hard movie. It was fantastically good.
Is there anyone else on it from this lovely group?
Vitz was on it as well. It was a good time. It was a lot of fun.
Nice. Vitz carried
Hey,
the whole
that's
show.
me.
That's him.
OUPod.com. Great stuff. So, John McClane, Zeus, face this problem. How will you solve this puzzle?
Can we go back to the previous page, please?
You sure can. You see 2 different size pictures. One inscribed with 5 glyphs and the other with 3.
So basically, I think each the 3 and the 5 denote how many gallons fit in each picture, and we can fill up the endless stream of water, and we can either get 3 gallons or 5 gallons, and that will like. But then we have to like move the water in between the gallons to like get to 4 gallons exactly. I think that's what this puzzle is.
So when we start putting water in these pictures, do the glyphs do anything, or are they?
No.
No.
It's a good question, though.
Thanks.
So like we will only know that like the one with 5 glyphs on it, we can only know that there's 5 gallons in there because it's full. Like we'll never be able to calculate 2 gallons.
Correct,
or
Mundo. Yeah,
4 gallons
there's
exactly.
there's no like markings on the side.
So like it's one of those things where it's like, okay, if we pour 5 gallon, like if we fill the 5 gallon one up and then pour that into the 3 gallon one, then we've got
Yes.
3 gallons in one and 2 gallons left in the 5 gallon pitcher.
Yes, sir.
And we can
But
pour
then
that.
I don't know what to do after that because we need to make 4, right? Do we have any other things here that we can, like a bucket or anything that we can use to store water in?
Bucket. No.
Okay. So we can't take the like 2 gallons that are left over and put that in a separate container and then make another 2 gallons.
You cannot.
Okay. Right.
Okay, how about
That's
this?
some
How
good-
about we
good
take
thinking
the 5-gallon pitcher. Fill that up, and then we wouldn't need to fill that up. We need to get 2 gallons in the 3-gallon pitcher. So maybe we should do that. Maybe grab the 5-gallon pitcher, fill it up, and then pour. Fill up the the 3-gallon pitcher.
Yep.
And then what
So
remains
you're
in
pouring
the
the 5 into
5-gallon
the 3,
pitcher.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. What remains in the
So then there's 2
5-gallon
left in
pitcher.
there.
So we empty out the 3-gallon pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
Grab what's left in there that we know is
And then
2
there's
gallons.
2 gallons left in the 5.
Put it in the 3.
Yep.
And then...
So you've got 2 in the 3.
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
moment.
Would give us our 2, but we don't have something extra. Yeah.
Because if we did it the other way around, you get a similar problem where it's like, if you fill up the 3-gallon pitcher, put it in the 5, and then fill up the 3-gallon pitcher again, then you basically, and you put that, you fill up the 5, that will leave you with 1 gallon in the 3-gallon pitcher and a full 5-gallon one. But that gets us to 6, which isn't super helpful.
It's
So
okay, we got
there
this.
are
We got this.
2 solutions to this puzzle. And you ventured down both of them. Kame, any ideas?
Oh, no, wait. I've got it.
Okay.
Okay,
I know
so,
we're like
yeah.
right there. We're right there.
I've got it. Okay, so you fill up the 3,
Okay.
pour it into the 5.
Yes.
Fill up the 3 again, pour that into the 5. Then you've got
Okay, hang
one.
on, slow down. So you fill up the 3, and
Yep.
then you empty the 3 into the 5. You fill up
Yep.
the 3 again.
Yep, and you pour
Then-
that into the 5 until the 5 is full. So that will leave you with
Yep.
1 gallon in
One.
the 3
Yes.
and 5. So you empty out the 5, then you pour
Pour
the 1 into the 5,
Yes.
Yes.
and then you fill up the 3 again.
There it
And you
is.
pour that into the 5, and that'll get you to 4.
Cool. So, it takes a couple of you, but you move this pitcher over to the pressure plate. Are you willing to proceed?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. So, as you put the jug on the pressure plate, you see it go down just the right amount, and the door opens, and you're allowed to proceed. Well done, everybody.
Hooray!
Yay.
Cool. So, you have avoided some consequences, which is all well and good.
Thank God.
That's it. But I think we have done a fair amount today. So we've made it to Castle Plundarr, and we've solved 2 riddles and a puzzle. So that is where we're going to end today for our shortened episode of Dungeons and Dragons. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for playing. GG's, I'm showing in the chat. And Kane, where can good people find you when you're not playing Monster Hunter Rise?
Raise.
He would say twitch.tv/KernelH and on the Poker Ramble podcast.
There we go.
Who knows where he's gone to at the moment.
SimplySassyVids.com as well.
Oh, and Simply Sassy Vids.
Indeed.
Erica, where can the good people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Ambelina, and they can find me at theoupod.com and the Optimistic Underdog podcast. Yay!
Sports.
Yeah.
The Land of Joy. If people are in need of you and your services, where can they find you?
You can slide into those DMs, twitter.com or at Rahulahoop with an underscore on the end. I haven't streamed in quite some time, but I'm hopefully going to get back to it eventually. But yeah, you can also find me on twitch.tv/Rahulahoop with an underscore. It's been about 3 weeks now. I need to get back on it.
Fantastic. And Mr. Trisman, we'll bring up your details right here. If the damn thing works. There we go. So, aside from
Trisman.
twitter.com/AlTrisman and the OU pod, where can the good people find your work? Because you are everywhere and everywhere.
They've all
There you go.
mentioned it. It's simplysassyvids.com and the oupod.com and AlTribesman on everything.
Fantastic. So, people in the chat, let's find someone to raid with our enormous crowd. Do we have any shouts? Big Mac 129. He is
Big
going.
Mac.
So
Yeah,
why don't we go
good
for
old
that?
Big Mac. Big Mac.
Big Mac.
Okay.
Don't forget the underscore.
Now, the last time we did this,
Yeah.
cool. Thanks, buddy. Raid, and then now, please don't let this be one of these things where we tried raiding last time, and then it said, "Oh no, he's a mature streamer, so therefore we can't do it." 129. Yay,
There it
it's
goes.
worked. All right, then. So tomorrow I'll be back playing some Uncharted in the mornings. So we'll look forward to you seeing them then for some more morning songs and hypothetical questions. In the meantime, take care, be safe, be well, and bye.
Bye.
Yay.
Hang on.